is how not to gear up.
This is exactly how to gear up for your first ever inaugural April garage dive.
Yeah, we're getting set up. We're doing a traverse from Cenote Garage to Dalton Living Room.
And will this be an expedition dive? Has this dive ever been completed before?
This has never been done before. It's virgin territory.
Wow, how does that make you feel?
Like an idiot. It's technically beyond intro level cave, but it does have the benefit of being technically a dry cave the whole way. So if you do get into trouble, you can just breathe.
And do you think it's going to be more challenging having to do it in a horizontal plane with your steel tanks attached?
I think it's going to make trimming a lot easier because obviously the ground's going to keep them parallel with myself, so that's going to help a lot.
What about the friction involved? Do you think that could be a concern?
It's going to be terribly bad, but unfortunately the scooters don't work in the air. They need some kind of a fluid to work, so air doesn't work. You just be sitting there.
And would it be inappropriate to consider taking a wall out of the house and putting the truck or the Range Rover into the kitchen so that we could actually utilise the winch?
Well, obviously we need to respect the pristine nature of this virgin cave, so we can't start taking down walls.
Okay. Okay, so obviously you're able to breathe air in this expedition from Dusk Garage to Lost
Living Room.
Yeah. But if you need to utilise your tanks, what's actually in them? Is it
We're running a 21% mix.
okay? And that's 21% of what? Just for people that haven't any diving experience, what does 21% mean?
It's 21% O2.
Okay.
The rest is made with nitrogen, so basically it's air.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about narcosis. Obviously being 21% hypoxia and all that kind of bad stuff doesn't come in, so there's no oxygen toxicity.
Okay, and narcosis, what kind of depths would you usually get that? Because obviously where we are at the moment, it appears to be above sea level. I know we can have flooding at times, but that's typically not that much, maybe a few inches. So where would narcosis typically start? I mean, would it be even something to be concerned about at this stage?
I think insanity's probably more to be considered at this stage. But yeah, I mean, none of this dive is deep enough. Narcosis is going to kick in about 100 feet. The average dive depth here is 0 feet, so
okay.
We're in a good safe zone.
And what about considerations? I know a lot of times people worry, especially dry suit divers, about actually hypothermia, because when you're wearing a dry suit, typically you're in colder water. So obviously, probably I would say hypothermia isn't a concern today. But is there anything else? What about heat stroke? Would you think that could be a concern?
Oh hell yeah!
So
heat stroke, general tiredness.
General tiredness, heat stroke. What kind of symptoms should your buddy diver be looking for in those situations?
Mainly unusual behaviour.
Okay.
So what you're going to look on, so like sort of starting to.
So if you seem happy and pleasant.
Yeah, so that kind of like irrational behaviour, sort of a lot of like forgetfulness and things.
Are you sure you're not struggling already from heat stroke?
You see the strip.
Yeah. Okay, well I think I've kept you long enough. I think I should let you get finished gearing up and then get this expedition dive underway.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot my defog. Alrighty.
I'm thinking in these humid conditions there might be more chance of it fogging up on the outside. But you never know.
No, it's inside. It's inside fog.
So your lights are working?
Yep.
Do you need to put them on before you start the dive? I've always heard that's...
I will do. I'll turn them on just before we get in. It's a long dive, so I want to conserve the battery as much as possible.
Okay, and I see you checking some gauges and things. What are you doing?
Checking my air pressure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve a certain amount of air out of each tank for going in. And if I hit that point before I get to the pre-marked halfway point, then I'll turn and come back, as I'm not going to be sure I'll have enough air to make the full way. If I get to the halfway point, then I still have enough air, then I'll proceed on to the end of the traverse.
Excellent. Well, good luck. I think we're ready. I know this is going to be a dark dive, so if you want to turn on your lights,
Okay.
we can get going. All the best on the inaugural dive.
In there.